Hello and welcome to part number 21 of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Know That playthrough. And the Know That part of this playthrough is about to happen. We are left with one more upgrade for the Fierce Deity set. And this requires each of the dragon's horns, the most valuable part of the dragon. Okay, so Generals, Nadras, and Ferocious. In addition, we also need Lynel guts. Lynel guts are incredibly hard to get because they only drop with high chance on silver Lynels. You could try farming them on regular Lynels or blue Lynels or white Lynels, but in my experience, it's only ever dropped consistently on silver Lynels. So, bearing that in mind, we have our task cut out for us. We have to kill Lynels, and we don't have a lot of hearts, but we do have good armor, so I think we should be okay. Also, we've got a number of weapons. We've got the Master Sword, we've got 3 other good weapons, swords, and a halberd. We're going to be fusing all of this stuff. Okay, so we've got this, so 4. So, this is the most, this is the highest fuse power item that I have, which is what I'm using here. Okay, so that's for the Master Sword. That's for the Knight's Broadsword. And again, I'm doing this just so that I can ensure. Okay, so I guess I should have done, so that was a 1, 2, 3, and 4th was a Master Sword. Okay, 1 more. And we'll do the Knight's Halberd as well to get ourselves some decent damage going on. Okay, we'll need all these weapons because the place we're about to go to kill Lynels, and specifically silver Lynels, it's going to be the toughest, arguably, part of the game. It is a location right underneath this location. This was traditionally in Breath of the Wild, this was called the Colosseum. And while the Colosseum is a tough enough place as it is, this one does not have a Lynel. In Breath of the Wild it had a Lynel. In this game it has a Gleeok. I think it has a Thunder Gleeok, so that's a different battle we'll likely fight in another day. But what we're aiming for is the place beneath this Colosseum right here, where conveniently an X marked the spot for me. Now this might not happen for everyone because I just happened to come across an old map. I was not looking for it. Regardless, I would have put a pin down there. This is the place where there is a location called the Floating Colosseum, and the Floating Colosseum is the place which houses 5 Lynels, starting from a regular Lynel, a red Lynel, then a blue, white, silver, and the armored silver Lynels. So the thing about Tears of the Kingdom is that they have Lynels in the surface and Lynels in the depths. Lynels on the surface are similar to the Lynels in Breath of the Wild, but the Lynels in the depths are more dangerous. These guys, while dealing the same amount of damage, also have armor on them, so you gotta break their armor first before you can start dealing any damage to them. And the way Lynels work, the way they operate, it's very hard to break their armor. So that's the added complexity, and that's why I said a silver armored Lynel. So back to back we'll have to fight these Lynels, so we'll have to be prepared. Thus I'm fusing all these weapons with the best items that I had available for fusing. We have the best shield, which is the Hylian shield. We're also going to make the shields carry rockets in them. So we'll pull out 1, 2, 3, and we have, okay, so we already had 1, I guess. That was a waste. That's okay. We'll put 1 on the Hylian shield for now, I guess. We may as well use it. So we've got rockets on the ready, we've got weapons on the ready, and we have fairies. on the ready. We have 3. I want 5. That's the max you can carry. I'm gonna try to see if I can do the same trick that we do in Breath of the Wild, where we can get the fairies to spawn if we hold a fairy in one of the sky islands. We've got the bows, but we don't have great bows. We have okay bows, but we'll hold on to these for now. And as the battle progresses, we will be equipping ourselves with better items. We have great gear, Fierce Deity armor, and we should be okay. We don't have the most amount of stamina. Before taking on Lynels, I would recommend having 3 full stamina bar wheels, but this is okay. I think we can manage it. Now the next step is actually discovering this place, because once you discover it, you can go there and the fight will start, but you wouldn't be able to see anything. It's not lit up. So you want to be able to find the light routes so that we can actually see what's going on. So I've marked these locations nearby. These are all light routes. Now, in addition to this, there are other places I've marked, and that's because these are location. This is another location, the yellow pin, for another silver Lynel, which is present in this map. Now, why do I stress the silver Lynel, and why do I stress this specific one? The reason is that in Tears of the Kingdom, Lynels and all enemies start off at a lower level. And this is true for Bokoblins, Lizalfos, Moblins, Vizrobes, Taluses. Same with Lynels. So you'll find Lynels all over the place in the surface and the depths, which are regular Lynel, blue Lynel, white Lynel, silver Lynel. I haven't progressed enough in the game to have these Lynels level up. All the enemies level up once you've progressed further in the game by completing a set number of shrines and defeating set number of bosses. I haven't defeated any of the main bosses, the legacy dungeon bosses. Of them, there are 5. And I haven't done that many very shrines. I've only done 20 shrines. So the game will not register that as me being leveled high enough to give me strong silver Lynels. That's why I'm targeting these specific locations for the silver Lynels, so that I have the highest probability of getting Lynel guts. I'm hoping the white and the blue will drop the guts as well as we tackle the Colosseum, but we shall see. Now, to reach this location, we need to light up the place. There is a light route nearby. Wherever there's a shrine, there will be a light route. So we see a shrine over there. And there's a shrine near here as well. I forget exactly where it is, but once we fly in the air, we can locate it. And once we've found that shrine, we can register it. I think it's that one. And the best idea right now to wear the glide set. Okay, and that's our destination. Much rather put the shield away. And as discussed in the last part, we don't need to use the glider at all. Okay, now there is a chasm here at this location, which we can take, and I wonder if I could take it from the Sky Islands here. Yep. It's very much visible from there. This is the chasm we can take to find the light route that for which we just discovered the shrine. You don't have to discover the shrine, but I discovered it just for demonstration purposes, that how light routes work. This would be the first light route that we're about to activate, and this is basically gonna give a good idea on how this sort of thing works. And that's the chasm, that's our destination over there. We should have sufficient verticality to jump down there. There we go. And there's a shrine right next to it as well, but I'm not so eager to activating that. So we can just go down the shrine, oh sorry, chasm, We have been down the chasm already, but and we are headed towards this one. So what we could do is put another pin down just to give ourselves, just be careful not to touch this gloom infested ceiling. Okay, what color is that? That is purple. Gosh. And here we see, I think that is the one. Yeah, that's the one. So we are on the ceiling of the depths right now. Actually, I want to see. Yeah, I haven't discovered any of them yet. And the depths are dark. There is no sunlight here, there's nothing. So making your way from place A to place B is going to be challenging. This gloom deposits will be helpful. And there's lots and lots of bomb flowers around here, so be sure to pick up as much as you can. These are very valuable. Sorry, that's the one. And there's lots of enemy swarms here as well. The one thing I forgot to do is make some food. Oops. No. Oops. Yeah, that's the one that I want. Sunderline food. Sunderline food is very useful. So this is the material we've been gathering. 52. Cook one and you'll get the ability to recover your cracked heart. So the cracked heart is a cracked heart container that we have here. And I think we've got a horse rider behind us. And he can deal substantial damage. But I think we should be okay. We can reach this location without too much trouble. But they can also throw rocks. Any damage, even minimal, would do significant harm to us. And that's a light route. So what it is, basically it's connected all the way to the surface, to the Shrine of Light, which is basically sending its glowing energy to light up the depths, which is how the Zonai actually, farmed. I guess this is a Zonai invention. They would set this place up and activate the light roots, and then they would farm this place. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so that's one down. The second one, and that just lights up that small area right there. The second one is here by the Great Plateau. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the same route from the Great Sky Islands and go to the Great Plateau and activate the light route there. Again, I'm showcasing all of this just to show if you wish to reach the floating Colosseum without having discovered any parts of the depths, what's the best, quickest way of doing that? That's the method I use. I think it works well. I am not aware of a more efficient method if there is one. So yeah, that's kind of what works for me. And incidentally, the chasms that we have here, only specific to ones in the Great Plateau. Oh, by the way, that's Farosh going over there. They are situated exactly, to my knowledge, where the Sheikah shrines were in Breath of the Wild. When I first started playing Tears of the Kingdom, that's the first place I went to was the Great Plateau, without even finding the glider. And I would see these chasms and I'm like, what is this? I had no knowledge of them. I had not been to the lookout tower. lookout landing. And so I was very confused. And I thought, okay, this is crazy. Did somebody just destroy all the shrines? Did Ganondorf just do that? And that was a freaky moment for me, and I was just... it was awesome, actually. It was kind of awesome. And where exactly is the light route? By the way, these are Poes. I would recommend picking them up. You can use it for trading certain pieces of gear. Okay, where are we? We are around the chasm, and this is where the shrine should be, around about here. Huh. Okay, perhaps it's around that corner there. Just trying to check if I have not mistaken this. Oh, I think I have. I think I should have gone to this one, and I took that one. Oops, my bad. Apologies on that regard. Yeah, because this one is a different one. Okay. So we're going around this area. This is the one, because that's the one closest to the floating Colosseum. That's what I thought. So I misremembered on my part. I apologize for that. Try to just cut out this part if I can. If not, I'll leave it in. But yeah, basically, I have not discovered any of the shrines on the Great Plateau. The Great Plateau shrines are hidden. You have to do a very specific, elaborate quest, a pretty good quest, to get those shrines to activate. I am not inclined to doing that. So again, go after the pink. And as we fall, we shall see. I think this location, though not the shrine, I think may just have been the Sheikah Tower that was here. Again, there's Pose here. I'm gonna try to see if I can locate it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that's kind of what I remembered. This is where the light route is. So my apologies on that. And that lights up a little bit more of the map. They also heal any cracked hearts if you have them. And the third light route is going to be here. So I've marked this location. Now my only concern is that we may not be able to get to that light route from this location, because there's a path here. I don't know if this path cuts into the rest of the map. I'm not sure. We can check. So we basically head towards this direction and hope for the best. The depths are an incredible area. Again, I've mentioned this before, but I mean it's just magnificent. Oh, there was ascension spot. Make sure to use that. Toolin's also very helpful around this area. Right, yeah, I think we're headed semi-right way. I'm just gonna keep this map open because I'd rather have that. I'm not gonna bother picking up too much pose. By the way, those are some deposits that you can farm. These bokoblins, Lizalfos and all that, they're farming them for now. And they have decided to attack me. I'm just trying to dodge gloom deposits here. Run fast enough away from them and they should leave you alone. I wonder if a rock will hit me. That would be interesting. There you have it. There's gonna be a bit of a trek here. Okay, more progress here. Again, this is totally dark. A hover bike would be a great idea at this point in time, but I'm gonna skip with it. Okay, we are in water. I don't think I'd be in water right now. And how far up am I in water? Okay, this is okay, I guess it's very close to the floating Colosseum. Even if I were to drown, I should be okay. I should have put some... I think that's the edge of it. Oh. There you go. Okay, that was close. Again, it's hard to predict. Oops. Gosh. There you go. Yeah, as I said, it's hard to predict when on this location where exactly you're headed. Right, okay. So there's water all around us basically. We may have to circle around this area a little bit and then kind of cover the distance from there. Quickly run over here. Whoa. And they will certainly hit me with rocks. Oh, and that guy. Lovely. He's gonna try. Oh, they're gonna try. And these guys are new additions to the game. These are the small versions of the frogs. We're pretty close to the light route. Oh, that guy is on my case. And there's the light route that we are looking for. Perfect. And there you go. Now, the first two light route didn't light up much of the portion of the floating Colosseum. It would make sense to activate this one first, but I did, in my experience, I've done this before, and regardless of which light route you activate first, the first one won't light up much of the area. So you do need to activate all three to light up the floating Colosseum sufficiently before you can actually sort of get it to activate. Excuse me. Okay, so now that that's done, there is another location that we want to go to, but I'll cover that later if need be. For now, I'm going to focus just on engaging the floating Colosseum and see if we get lucky with the Lynel gut drop. Okay, so we're gonna make ourselves ready. May as well use this. this and equip one of these. We've got our weapons ready. Our fairies are 3. We could use more, but that's okay. And that's the best we can do, really. I'm gonna save the game just in case. I need to reload for XYZ reason. Now I do not... I took out this rocket by mistake. So I don't really want to use this. Now as you... Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Gotta go that way. Now as you kind of climb up this sort of small climb there, there is a Lynel there too. If you so decide, you can choose to engage it. That's how Lynels look here. They're armored, and that's just a regular Lynel. So it's not going to be the toughest, but you want to steer clear of him, I would say. Just because I do not wish to engage one out here, especially an armored one. I don't have the tools or the materials to take out its armor. Armored Lynel's items are hard to... armored Lynel's armor is hard to take out without proper items. So I'm just gonna use this because I don't want to equip a rocket on this, and it's convenient to climb on top of this. And that's the floating Colosseum, basically. The idea is it's floating in the middle of this lake here. But I don't know, this is the proper entrance. You want to go enter from here. That's the correct entrance. There's a gate and everything. But I don't think it's a landmass that's floating on top of it. I think it's just an island. They named it the floating Colosseum. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, so we are good to go. Just doing the inventory here. And the Master Sword is glowing, so it's going to be dealing more damage. We do need better bow though. So the moment the first Lynel dies, I'm going to drop the bow and get that Lynel's bow because it'll be dealing slightly more damage. The moment we hit this part here, the door will close and the first Lynel will start. Will spawn. Kind of like the master mode. This should not be... So, the flurry rush timings are a little bit better in this game. I find. See, I was able to activate it again. Although I've been trying to do it since... And that's the first one dead. The Master Sword does deal twice as much damage to these guys. And the second one will spawn right away. You want to pick up as much stuff as you can. And this is the large crystallized charges that I was talking about. And that is basically what we need. So we'll drop you and pick you up. Strike it in the head, and bash it at the back. Do the best you can here. I don't have much stamina, so I can't really do much. And as you saw there, I lost 2 hearts, and they're cracked. Oh, I know. I forgot the Sunderline food. Because now I'm going to be activating a fairy eventually. And they have a new attack. Okay, he's going to go on his fire attack. tried it the best. Okay. So the Hylian shield is very good at defending you completely. And that one's dead as well. The Master Sword is almost out of power. Once this is gone, it'll be much harder to kill these guys. Okay, let's see. No. I'm thinking I'll switch to this. And since we are using the nice broadsword, with one heart we'll be dealing twice as much damage, as evident by the damage amount there. Perfect, got that. Flurry Rush. Kept selling in those. Gosh, I am failing at striking the head. Or getting a Flurry Rush on this. Too late. All the cows. Okay, barely got it. That was too fast. Okay. Gonna go for his breath attack. Whoa! Gosh, I totally misjudged that. And he nearly had me again. The fairy's activated. Keeping this track of that. Ah, finally. Oh gosh, not again. Okay, so it's got a couple of fairies. We may have to abandon if we are unable to kill all of them, but that's fine, we can always come back. Love how the camera pans out there. Finally. Okay, so this should be good. Got it. So that was a white Lynel, I think. And that's the silver one. And he dropped a gut. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Perfect. Oh gosh. And we're on the last ferry now. Right? Yep. No mistakes here. Whoa, that was close. These guys have range. Okay, that should have been a flurry rush right there. Perfect. Okay, it's lost its ability here. Okay, see, that also happens. Like the Lynel will just run up to you, run by you, and he can do that. which is really annoying. Like, why does that happen? I'm gonna use the Master Sword because it's not gonna use the ability. Got him again. Please get me the prompt to write him. Awesome. Got him again. Fire rushes are the best ways of engaging these guys. Okay, well. Last fairy, so we gotta be careful here. I think, yep. Okay, perfect. This should be good damage. Need a weapon, please. Thank you. Got him. Perfect. So that's the third one. Now for this one, have this shield ready. And have your... sorry. Yeah, this ready. Pick up what you can. Make sure you've got all the hooves. Very important. And... no. Sorry, I completely misjudged that. This thing. That'll break the armor. That's how you do it. Okay, so what'll do more damage? I think it'll be this one. Oh gosh, I completely messed up that one. Got him again. Now this one is a very tough one, owing to the incredibly large hammer that he's got. See what he's about to do. Oh yeah, he broke that. Okay, always run forward. When he's about to do that, ride him. Okay, I've lost my bow, so I don't have a decent bow right now. Oh, that was close. Got him again. Oh gosh. This is pitiful. Damage. Oh shoot. Ooh, that was close. Okay. And that was just full focus right there. Apologies for not being able to speak for a moment. But with the low amount of heart, just one heart really, it was a bit of a challenge engaging this guy. Okay, so that dropped me a gut. It's perfect, so 3 guts. Okay, so we've got loot, and I'm gonna drop all of my arrows and see what I need and what I don't need. Got this, the Savage Lynel bow. This is the best that we can get. Sorry. Identify all the items here. Let's see. With the Lynel bow, we'll pick it up later. That's the mighty Lynel bow. Yes, we'll take that. And that's another Savage Lynel bow, please. And thank you. With a royal broadsword. Perfect. The Savage Lynel shield, absolutely. What do we got here? Well, that's just the starting stuff. Soldier's broadsword, I'll take it for now. But I'm actually curious to know if there's anything better than that. Claymore, Lynel's bow, I suppose I'll take that. Knight's bow. This is an armor shard that the armored Lynel drop. You can use it as a fuse for your weapon or your shield, however you want to do that. And yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we've got all the weapons that we need, and we don't need claymores. Knight's halberd would be pretty good, but I think we already have a decent halberd here. Yeah, we already have a knight's halberd, so we're good. And what else? This thing. I mean, I suppose instead of this, pick this. It functions the same as a rock hammer, but it'll be much bigger. That's what Lynel had. I'll use it to break rocks and stuff. Okay, and that's that. And the master sword I'll break so that it'll recharge. And for our efforts, we get this chest, which has Majora's Mask. So what this does, it allows you to sneak by all enemies. So wear it, and any of the enemies in the game, most any enemy, won't attack you. So this includes bokoblins, lizalfos, moblins, horribins. I haven't tested it on Vizrobes, but any enemy that I've come across other than Lynel's, it seems to work. Of course, other than bosses as well. So that's that. In addition, we've got a bunch of arrows. So we started off with 54, now we have 168 despite using as many as we did. 2 32x3 bows for the 2 silver Lynel kills, 1 for the white, 1 for the average or the blue Lynel that we got, and 1 bow we've already broken. So there's that. I'll pick one of these, I guess. And yeah, that's the loot. So it's pretty good. It's a pretty good farming spot. You will stock up on your weapons. Once you've got a really decent sort of build going on, I would recommend doing this every blood moon. Always do this, these 5 Lynels, and get yourself the items you need. Okay, so that is that. What I'm going to do next is first heal up, and then try to find this location to see if I can get another gut. So we're going to go back to Lookout Landing and cook some Sunderline food so that once we do take damage, we have sufficient stamina recovery, well, cracked heart container recovery food available. So I'll demonstrate that. Although once you step into the surface or the light of the light route, you will regenerate all of your cracked hearts, as will be demonstrated in a moment. Yep, there you have it. Hearts are back, and now I can heal. I could sleep if I wanted to, but can't be bothered. This makes me lose the effect of some of the weapons that I had, the knight's weapons that were fused, which is why I was getting twice as much damage. It's because of this. It says in blue, powerful attacks. It can yield powerful attacks when you're down to your last heart. So I had most of my weapons set up as the knight's weapons. So that is why that's why I did that. Okay. We also got some really good fuse items, specifically the silver Lynel Saberhorn. I would not recommend fusing it to the Master Sword. Instead, I would recommend fusing it to, say, the Royal Broadsword or the Soldier's Broadsword. Any weapon which you can then unfuse it with, because these things are very valuable. You do not want the weapon and the item to break. When the weapon durability reaches critical, meaning it's glowing red like the Master Sword did, you can actually stop using it, and then once out of combat you can take it to Terrytown here, and there is a Goron named Pelican, I think, or Pelican, sorry, and he will unfuse it for 40 rupees, and then you'll be able to get the unfused item back in your inventory at full condition. So that's really beneficial. It does cost 40 rupees, but it's worth it. Okay, on to Sunderline food. So just cook one. And there it is. Sunny fried wild greens restores heart damaged by gloom. And so that's what the benefit to that is. So you just need to cook one. The more hearts you have, the better. So it gives you +3. If you cook 5 of them together, it'll give you +15. If it's a critical dish, I think it'll give you up to +20, maybe more. But I'm going to cook maybe 5 of these, just so that I always have enough hearts whenever I need to. And how many do I have now? Yep, that's good. Okay, so now we're going to locate the other 2 Lynels here. This place is marked because this is the chasm that I need to take to reach this location here. I'm assuming this is Kakariko village, so this should be the first shrine I'll hit, and then it's a straight up sort of sprint all the way there. So we're gonna head on over there. We could take the Sky Island. Actually, yeah, we should take the Sky Island. And yeah. Now the Blood Moon occurred when we started. We just landed on Dendral, so Blood Moon should be upcoming. So once we're done with this, and we did the Hinox farming, which lasted for an hour, and this has been going over 45 minutes. So almost around 3 hours, the Blood Moons will respawn. So we should get Blood Moon coming up soon enough. Okay, so again back to the glide set, our more normal day-to-day set, whereas the Fierce Deity set is more of our combat set. And that was the shrine that we discovered in Kakariko village. There's a humongous quest chain here which you can pursue if you so desire. Now what I'm going to do is mark this location here so that I know where I'm going. Perfect. Again, Ganondorf's work here is covered with gloom. And I'm going towards pink. And clearly there's something down there. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'm actually curious to know if I could just fly to that location. It'd be a bit of a risk. I may just, register this. Yeah, So this gives me a path. And I have enough hearts. Okay, so we're heading towards the yellow. Why is there a green there? Okay, a green was for that. Also, we just have the one fairy, so we have to be very careful. We can use that one fairy. Okay, so there's that shrine right there. Okay, well, no, that's the shrine at the mid-level, so may as well pick that up. A little bit hard to glide around in the depths. I try doing that when I can, but it's not that easy doing that in the depths, unfortunately. Oh, and then there's a talus here, and that's the red one. Actually, no, that's the yeah, that's the red one. Sorry, of course. No, do not use the Lynel hoof. We're just gonna beeline it there. I don't think he'll be aggroed. Oh, and there's Zonai devices here. Let's see what we got. Do we have any rockets here? There's a lot of these catches here that are really good to sort of restock. Yes, there are rockets here. I'll fuse one of our shields here. There's be a second rocket here too. Oops. I was getting this for the Hylian shield in case I need to use it. Okay. And off we go. X. That is not what I want. Okay. That was close. But this can basically take away your heart as well, so that's the challenge of the depths. It can crack your heart. Now, here is where you should be using Zonai devices and then just kind of driving over it. But that's just, you know, the way. Apologies for that. Okay, so that's a lot of gloom. So I may as well use the rocket shield here to just glide on over there. This would have taken all three of my hearts. I could have found that path over there, I suppose. But that's okay. I need to get the Hylian shield available for combat if need be. Okay. So lit up more of the map. And you can't move until that symbol sort of disappears. Now, as I was saying, you're supposed to build Zonai devices to kind of drive on over on top of them, on top of the gloom. But I found that it's a waste of Zonite, and all these catches that show up there. Sure, you could use it. The challenge, though, is that there's all this uneven surface, so you can't really use it all that long. Okay, so apologies for that. Had to pause. My throat's acting up a little bit, so thus the awkward pauses now and again. And we've got bokoblins here. They'll start throwing stuff at me. Whoa! There is an enemy right behind me. Oh gosh, okay. And that, I think, is a boss arena for I think the queen of the Gitbos. Okay. So that is the light route we want. And I believe the Lynel is on the right of here. So what about this area, I would say? And let us get ready with our gear. And what should we use? Oh, and the Master Sword is gone. Yeah, we should probably use the Savage Lynel Bow. And let us try these items. So these are the most valuable items in the game. We'll fuse it to the Royal Broadsword. So this gives a Flurry Rush boost. So the Flurry Rush deals more damage. And for this one, forget what this one does. Quicker charge attacks. Okay, well. So we'll be going with this. And equip a rocket shield here. Let's equip that one so that we can throw this one out sooner. And where's our quarry? There he is. And hooves again. He's in the middle of the gloom here, which is really, really bad. Okay, and this is exactly why we have this food here. That was close. Or not. Just gonna reset myself here. Okay, so no healing there. Okay, we are ready to begin. Perfect, so good damage on flurry rushes. So it says. Yikes. See, mistiming that is critical. Got him. And that's what we need. Okay, did not manage to do the... Nice. This should finish him up, I think. Awesome. So see the power of the Lynel saber. It's incredible. Okay, Royal Halberd. That's the better halberd. Okay, we don't need you. We've got a better one. Okay, and did it drop what we wanted it to drop? Indeed it did. 4 Lynel guts. Now we're gonna go ahead and wait for the blood moon, and hopefully, and again we've got another silver Lynel saber horn. That's the best one. It has 55 fuse power, and this one has 51. So again, Lynel weapons have incredible fuse power. Let me see, did anything break? Nothing broke either, so this was just an ideal way to fight any of these. With these equipped, the Colosseum will be a whole lot easier as you attempt to engage it again in the future. So, I mean, that's about it. I'll leave it at that. And once the Blood Moon triggers again, we shall continue this and get the other remaining Lynel guts, and then finally upgrade this set to the maximum. I thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.